say you should never sit in seat 7B after midnight. Some think it's just an old bus station rumor, but others swear they've seen the passenger who always comes back. The highway was almost empty that night. A tiny fog clung to the wet asphalt as the intercity bus hummed along. Inside, only 8 passengers dozed under the dim orange cabin lights. The driver kept the radio low, letting static fill the silence. At a lonely roadside stop, the bus slowed. Rain dripped from a flickering street lamp. There, standing perfectly still, was a tall thin man in a grey trench coat and a wide-brimmed hat. Without a word, he stepped on board and walked straight to seat 7B. He didn't look at anyone, and no one looked at him for long. The bus rumbled back onto the dark road. Every so often, lightning flashed across the windows, but the man in seat 7B never moved. A woman sitting across the aisle shifted uneasily, as though she could feel a cold draft. No one else noticed. An hour later, the driver frowned at the radio. Through the static came something that almost sounded like a whisper. 6, 7, B. He shook his head, blaming the storm, but the whisper came again, this time softer, almost inside his ear. 6, 7, B. Near dawn, a passenger at the back gasped. Seat 7B was empty. The grey-coated man was gone. Yet, the cushion beneath him was soaked as if someone had just risen from it. The driver pulled over, convinced they had left the man behind, but the road behind them were bare. When the bus finally rolled into the rural station, the shaken passenger told the police officer what they'd seen. The officer grew pale. That seat has been empty for years, he said, quietly. The man you describe died on this route last winter. As the bus drove away into the morning fog, one passenger glanced through the rear window. There, in seat 7B, sat the same shadowy figure in the grey trench coat, his pale eyes glowing faintly as he stared straight back at them. Then, the fog swallowed the bus. Remember, if you ever ride that road after midnight, choose any seat you like. Just don't sit in seat 7B.